The implications of these victories in the East were many. It showed that the Tigers were not invincible as they were made out to be and could be defeated in their own lair. Most importantly, it showed that it is the responsibility of the government to deliver the rest of the Tamil people who were suffering under this tyranny. It is a victory for not only the entire nation and the country, but also a decisive victory over savage terrorism that consumes the blood, muscle and sinews of humans. With the liberation of the East from the clutches of the LTTE, the sun that rises in the East has begun to bring meaning to the people of the province. The resettlement of internally displaced persons according to internationally accepted guidelines and standards received top priority, with full restoration of schools and improvement of health services and in general bringing back normality. The development of livelihoods and infrastructure was the key factor. The liberation of the East has not only restored normality, but opened up space for the Easterners to march confidently to express their political will at the first ever polls held in nearly 15 years. And fair elections were held, and people of the East were given the opportunity to elect representatives of their choice and preference, thereby restoring democratic ideals. The government has set up a comprehensive 3-year development plan as part of the Eastern Revival, a program to improve the infrastructure facilities and support services and uplift the living conditions of the people in the East. Yes, they are on their way to normality and happiness. Being a humanitarian mission, the forces adhered to a policy of zero civilian casualties in the battlefield. The strategy was to surround the enemy from many points simultaneously. Thus, within an astonishingly short time, the enemy was driven away from many strategically important areas. The Tigers had lost Parandan, Elephant Pass, and the south of the Jaffna Peninsula over a period of 2.5 months, culminating in the fall of Punerian on November the 15th, 2008. Prior to these battles in the LTTE's heartland, the security forces had crushed the Tigers in Vavuniya and Mannar districts. The administrative capital of the Tigers, Kilinochchi, and the military capital Mullaithivu fell in quick succession. In the build-up to the Mullaithivu victory, the security forces had on January the 9th, 2009, fully liberated the 325-kilometer stretch of the Jaffna-Kandy A9 road, which the LTTE had held for 23 years. The town of Kilinochchi, at the time the troops of the humanitarian mission entered. A town abandoned, a town destroyed. In their haste to retreat, the LTTE had not destroyed the well-fortified bunkers and other structures constructed solely for the luxurious comfort of their leaders. It is not an uncommon practice amongst the hierarchy of the so-called liberators all over the world that the leaders enjoy an extravagant lifestyle at the expense of the people they are supposed to serve.